Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Alex, this is 24, and today I'll be talking to you guys about one of the hottest games on the market right now for the last 2 weeks, which is For Honor. Now, I'll be going into depth one of the specific heroes on this game, which is the Berserker. Now, I've been using this guy since the beginning of the game for the last 2 weeks, like I just stated, and I can say that I put in a lot of good time and effort. I mean, I'm nearly at Reputation 3, and I can say that with a lot of pride, but I mean, I've seen some people out there in this game that are at a high reputation, and I'm just thinking, man, that's absurd. I mean, I can only imagine how much sunlight you've seen in the last couple of weeks. I mean, but hey, by all means, if you're at the top, that's you. You put in that time and that good effort. But why I'm putting this video out? I believe I found one of the most effective ways to using this Berserker to his full advantages and giving you some success leading in if you're planning to using the Berserker. Now, when you think of a Berserker, you gotta think of his agility, his speed, his close combat, and his willing of damage that he can do when he has you on that edge. Now, before I get into his movesets, I do want to say this about the title. I know I did put Go Berserk. Now, going Berserk means going nuts. Now, that's the last thing you want to do into a matchup is going Berserk in the beginning of the matchup. I mean, hey, when you got your guy on the edge and you know he's not blocking there, hey, you go Berserk. Because I mean, I'll be honest, when I first started using the Berserker, I mean, I'm first thing I thought, hey, this dude's a badass. Yes, 2 axes. There's no way they're gonna block me. I mean, I'm gonna go all in and take my guys out instantly. And that's not quite how this game works. I mean, you need your patience, you need your blocking styles, and then that's what leads you into attacking and then taking out your opponent. Now, before I start getting to my movesets, I do have one tip for you guys. Once you're going into a matchup, know your opponent, because the movesets that I want to show you guys and share with you guys, you have to know your guy. You have to know your opponent and his blocking styles. For an example, when you're playing against an Orochi or a Berserker, their blocking styles are at a reaction point. To where Shigoki and a Raider, their blocking are just hold. When you let go of their blocking, then that's when they start blocking. So I'm pretty sure you get that point. But I'm gonna say this before I even start saying anything more. And I'm sorry if I mumble or a little bit. I'm just trying to be as specific and detailed as possible, so I wouldn't have a bunch of questions, that is. But hey, if you got any questions, leave a comment down below and I'm gonna answer you guys, so don't worry about that. But now leading into the movesets and what I've been using that I've probably been using for the last week already, because I mean it works. That's giving me so much success, and you probably have been seeing it in this video already. But I'm using his dodging moves for an attack move, leading into an attack. Now, that would lead me into combos, that is. But, I mean, when I say combos, I think of Mortal Kombat with 15 hits, taking out your opponent's spine, and him still walking perfectly fine. But that's not how this game works. I mean, a good 5 to 7 hits can probably take out your opponent already. But I'm using this guy's dodging. Now, why I dodge is using his speed. He is very quick. Now, you have to use his speed to your advantage. That's why I use my dodge. I'm on Xbox, so I use the A button to dodge. Now, when I dodge left and right, I use an attack move. I'll use the light attacks. Like I've said, you don't want to go into a matchup using your heavy attacks. That's the last thing you want to do. You're going to lose your stamina, and with the Berserker, you don't want to lose stamina. You want to keep your stamina. I mean, you don't want to be halfway into a match, and you're just sitting there encumbered, and then your matchup just goes in on you, and you die. So pretty much leading into with that, I wanted to say one more tip before I start getting a little bit crazier now. You see me going off topic millions of times already, but what I keep in my head most of a matchup is I try not to use a lot of heavy attacks. Now, that is, I don't want to use a heavy attack when I know my opponent's gonna block it, because if you use a heavy attack right off the back and he's gonna block it, you want to use it when you know you have him literally on the edge and he's not gonna block it. So what I say to myself, if I use more than 3 heavy attacks, I feel like I'm at that point, I'm losing the matchup. I'm losing it because I'm losing too much stamina. When you use a heavy attack, you're losing too much stamina. So you want to be able to use just 2 to 3 heavy attacks, because heavy attacks can take a good amount of health. So you want to use as much light attacks as you can, keep your stamina, and then you go berserk when you know you have them on the edge. So like you continue to see myself dodging left to right and using his light attacks. Now at times I will dodge forward and you'll see my axe come down from above, and that's another great move. You want to, when I use my dodging. I don't like to call them dodges because I use them more as a movement, but I will use them as dodgings at times, but I just call it a dodge for this video. But just to give you a quick summary on what I do. Now, when I go into matchup, you obviously read your opponent like I've stated, and I use my dodges to my advantage. I mean, I just go in, And like you see right here, I'm playing against a Berserker right now, and he's just trying to use all of his heavy attacks. But I'll just try to move, and I start getting a little bit more tired. And he's still going with his heavy attacks, but I want to save my stamina, and he begins to run now. That was a very funny matchup to me. But like I said, you want to keep your stamina, and you want to use your dodging attacks. Now, like I said, a quick summary right here, real before I end the video. Dodging left to right, leading into light attacks. Then when you know you have your opponent to his mid health, that's when you want to start leading into your heavy attacks. I mean, you have multiple attacks that are heavy with the Berserker. You have his spinning attack, you have his double axe leading into a heavy attack, and you have I think his execution hand where he leading to an execution. So that is my time, guys. Leave a like down below if you like this video. Subscribe for more content. Once we reach 250 subscribers, I will be doing my special giveaway for you guys. So let me give a quick shout out to my boys right here for this funny outro. My boys Savage Low Key, Young McBuckets, John Takes Off, Vic Does It, Jamal the Medic, and Michael Sunday. I'm hoping I don't leave anybody out. I mean, then I'm gonna get an earful of it. But that's my time, guys. This is your boy Alex 24. I'm out.